ってその目の前に見えてないことも想像する力結構ありません？
ちょっと夫婦だからこそちょっと楽させてよ。
でも日本には親しき中にも礼儀があるっていう
そのニュアンスの意図しているものを感じ取るのがイギリス人はちょっと低いと思う、その能力が。
Japanese ladies are, meek and compliant and do what the husband says.
今まで作ってきた関係がいろんなところで感謝とか足りなかったとか、小さい瞬間に影響があるんじゃない？
はい、皆さんこんにちは。
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
今日はゲストに
誰？
マイク。
Mike and Shiori.
Yes.
マルコとしおりちゃんを呼んで、で今回結婚して5年になるんだけど、
もうちょっとで6年になりますね。
なのでなんか前インタビューして国際結婚の難しさとか、なんかいろいろ話した時はちょうどなんかクライシスの時だったんだけど、今はねすごいうまくいってねハッピーに
ありがたくこと。
覚えてる？
なんとなく覚えてる。
そう
ね、なんかしおりに最初出会った時は笑顔があった。
そう
もうなくなったみたいな感じだったもんね。
でも今笑顔がまた戻ってきて、
また咲いてきた。
ね、なのでそれを今どういう感じなのかとか、あとスペインと日本の文化の違いだとか、いろんなことをちょっとまたカジュアルに聞いていきたいと思います。
You had a crisis?
No, because when it was pandemic, we need to live together with his family.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when he come back to live together with his family, he was like very child, His mom does everything, so yeah.
Because he was young.
Yeah.
That's 5 years ago. ね、
Mm.
just got married.
そうです。
5 years ago. He was still 28. And しおりちゃんは
26ですね、26。
26. Like Tomoya in June.
Wow,
There.
you're very quite young, right?
確かに。
Apparently.
何歳でした？
私は30 and 31.
31, 32.
今？違う。ジョークかと思った。
No, when
そうか。
That's like Tomoya and Jun's age. Can you imagine
No.
if they got married?
No, I'd be shocked.
多分
それか、じゃあ
大変なことになってる。でまだ子供だもん、友也もちろん。
それにしよう。
だからわかる。
わかります。
だ友也うちに来たら本当に言わないたら悪いけど、
なんかファミリーモードがある。
多分ね、
その
洗濯物もカゴに入れないで、なんかバニエラのところに投げて、
そのまま
何回言っても。
でも確かに、一緒になって住んでた時はお母さんが洗濯物を回収部屋にしに来て、全部ベッドもきれいにして朝。
That his mom did everything.
We started the video fantastically.
かわいそう。じゃあ本当に普通の質問ね。はい。初めてお互いの国に行った時、例えばマルコは初めて日本に行って、しおりちゃん初めてスペインに行って、一番びっくりしたこと。
文字。文字。そう。いろんなところに見たんだけど、全然わからなかった文字、なんか宇宙人みたいな。わかる？私、ずっと育って、生まれてから文字がスペイン語、カタルニャ語、ローマ字ね。
ローマ字ね。
でも日本に行った時にこれワーってなった。すごいね。新しい世界でめちゃくちゃ感じた。Japanese characters written in big panels in the buildings, in the signs, everywhere. That was what impressed me the most the very first time I stepped into Japan.
Really? You mean signage?
Yeah, signage. to see something in a different language. And that's if I had to say the first thing like that comes from the guts is this, like the signing. To see that I was literally entering into a different world.
Yeah.
So you never been to anywhere which doesn't have alphabet?
No, with no. I mean, Morocco, but it was different because in Japan the signs are super big, and it feels more like a city. I remember that was the first thing I said. Wow, 面白いなと思った。
しおりちゃん。
私なんだろう。人の陽気さですかね。空港に着いた時にもうまず声が大きい。みんな喋る声、スペイン人の。で、結構圧倒された気がする。なんか仕事してても、結構めっちゃ喋ってるじゃないですか。で、お仕事中だけどそう見えないっていうのがめちゃくちゃ印象に残ってて、みんななんかスペイン人は働かないって言うけど、これねっていう風にすごい思った。
What about you?
So for me, I remember I got transferred from Hong Kong to Tokyo, and the first week or two I stayed in a small business hotel in Yurakacho. And I mean that area, there's the railway tracks with all the little restaurants underneath, yakitori, and there was a okonomiyaki restaurant I used to go to with a friend in the bank. And I used to go there like 3 times a week. And, that sort of smoky nighttime Yurakacho image has always stayed with me. And the okonomiyaki, the fish flakes, they sort of move around on the top. First time I saw it, I thought, oh my God, something's alive. The fish flakes were moving around with the heat. So I always remember that. So that's my first impression of Japan. And the unit bath in the small business hotel.
Yeah, kind of yatai things.
Yeah,
with that churching.
Yeah. So whenever I go back to Yurakacho, or when I walk through there, I always remember that.
Nostalgic.
But the question is, what surprised you the most? That's something that you don't see it in England, but you see it in Japan. No.
I think the mix between old and new, because for example, Tokyo Station on the is it the Yaesu side? I forgot which side. It's an old building, and you kind of think of Tokyo as being like super modern, but there are old buildings there, and again the brick of the railway tunnel. I mean, I know that's a very old railway. Shimbashi, there's an old rail locomotive, the first rail line in Japan. So I don't think I was really expecting so much old as well as new.
Right.
And seeing the Shinkansen go past is always a surprise.
そうね。私はイギリスでちょっとイギリス人かわいそうだけど、イギリス紅茶がまずかった。本当になんか普通のすっごいいいところに行けば美味しいんだろうけども、私たち貧乏旅行だったのね、私が最初に行った時。で、普通のカフェ、if you order the tea, English tea in a normal cafe, tea tastes like just water. It doesn't taste like tea. I don't know why, but...
Did you pour it straight out of the pot or did you leave it to brew?
やり方間違ってるのかなって思って。
You just don't know how to do it.
かもしれません。
そしたら私もなんか秋葉原、なんか東京に初めて行った時に人に聞いたんだけど、ごめんなさい、東京のセンターどこ？だって私のイメージの中でバルセロナのセンターはサグラダ・ファミリアが地区、マドリードのセンターがちょっとわかんない。でもニューヨークのセンターが
マンハッタンのタイムスクエア。
そうでも東京がセンターとかなくていろんなセンターがある。秋葉原。
大きいもんね。
そう、センターなんていう中心地。そう。でこれでびっくりした。わかんない。先の答えよりいいかどうかわかんない。
大丈夫。
はい
日本の空気を読むわかる、なんかでスペインのはっきり言う文化、どっちが楽？
人による。話してる人によるかな。私のお母さんだと空気を読むことはできない。はっきり言わないと分かんないから。でもシシとか日本人と話すときに多分空気を読む。そうだから2つ道具を持つことは楽。
でもさ、最初その空気を読むっていうコンセプトを理解するのって結構大変じゃない？
大変
だから私たまに日本語ちょっと話せるようになった時に、日本人と話した時にもし本当に理解したかった時にごめんなさい私ちょっと空気は読めないからちょっとはっきりストレート言ってくれる？
それいいかもね。
言ってたそういうふうに、それでも言ってくれなかったストレート
それでも言ってくれない
多分、なんか海外旅行したことない日本人にとって多分難しいかも。
In Japan, you have to read the line because people don't say it straight.
Yeah, you need to guess
all the
time the situation.
Cookie is
air.
Read the air.
Right.
Read air.
So what do you think?
What is easier for you to read the...
これね、日本人のあれな。日本人やるこういうの。
確かにやります
まあ日本人やるんじゃないか。わかるそういうなんか考えるとき
本当ね、私もスチュアートにダディが言って初めて気づいたんだけど。
これ日本人だけですか？
日本人だけだと思うよ。だってやらないよね、スペイン人もイギリス人も。
When you ask a Japanese something and they have to think if they are old, they are like
Well, I noticed it. I mean, amongst the gaijin in my company in Tokyo, it was like a standing joke. We all used to do this, right? Because we noticed, like in a meeting with senior management, people were reluctant to say what they really felt or really thought. They're kind of waiting for somebody else or the most senior person to say what they think, and then everybody can sort of nod and agree, right?
でも空気読んでもらうことを期待しちゃいけないって思ってても期待しちゃう時ありませんか？
それはある。
I couldn't say things very directly. Even I was thinking he is foreigner and then he doesn't have any culture to 空気を読む. But yeah, in some way, like I expected to do that. So yeah, so many arguments about that. Yeah, I think. そうエクスペクテーションが結構多分あったかも。
多分20年後はなくなる。今はもう本当にはっきり言うようになったもん。
その方がフィール簡単？
まだ？
彼女もはっきり言えるようになったと思うよ。
本当な？じゃあ
大丈夫。
まあ私と
20年またなくて大丈夫。
But Marco, don't you think we have that to some extent in Europe? I mean, I think we do a little bit, not as much as in Japan.
I absolutely agree. We have it, but at level 3 or 4, and they have it at level 12 out of 10. But of course, we are human, and we follow some social rules, and social rules imply that sometimes you don't have to say things that directly, right? But in Japan, those social rules are higher.
国際カップルならではの誤解やすれ違いはある？まだ
ないです。
いや
ないです。ない。
いいよ言って。
ないです。
もうない？
ありますよ。
怖い。
なんか説明したら分かるって思っちゃうんですよね、多分。
でも分かんない。
そうだけど、国際結婚する人に知ってほしいけど、どんだけ話しても、もう分からないっていうところありません？なんか相手の言ってること分かるけどそうはもうできないみたいな。
例えば何？具体例。
なんか私は結構日本人ってその目の前に見えてないことも想像する力結構ありません？
日本人？
例えば、じゃあ美穂さんがご飯を作りました。味が薄かったとしても、作って くれたその食べ物の以外のところも見えるから、
良くなった全部今。
だからあんまりなんかその
アレルギー
ダイレクトに言わなかったりとか、その言うとしても、リスペクトを含めた言い方になると思うんですけど、そういうのはない。
Okay. 私の見方は夫婦だからこそ楽にするから、なんかいっぱい考えてどういうふうに伝えればいいか、リスペクト含めてじゃなくて、もっと普通になんか作ってくれてありがとうね、ちょっと塩足りなかったかもでも分かる、そういう私にとってなんかそういうなんか言い方の考えることは、ちょっと夫婦だからこそちょっと楽させてよ。
でも日本には親しき中にも礼儀があるっていう考えが武士みたいなこと言ってるんですけど、なんか there is a culture, even you're a very close friend or close family, there's a line that needs to be very respectful even. So
and I was like, because she was putting the example of you make some food, maybe there's something with the food that you prefer, I don't know, a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper. But first of all, you have to acknowledge the fact that she made the food for you. So you have to say kind of thank you for that. And what I was pointing out is, because we are a couple, why don't you make it a little bit comfortable for me? And we can just do something like, thank you for making the food. Thank you for making the food, but maybe next time put a little bit more salt because it's a little bit too sweet. And that's all. And at the end of the problems, I mean, because we are in a couple, let's try to make it easier for both of us, and we don't have to overthink things like, oh, thank you for that. Now let's see how I say that, or gaman suru.
no,
we have this problem a lot. I often will make constructive suggestions about how to make something better.
Exactly the same, I think. But I don't like it. Because, for example, the YouTube video as well, the food, of course, food sometimes, because I do a lot of cooking, the enormous amount, and so tired, and I don't want him to say this is not good. Yeah. But he think it's a constructive advice.
Criticism, yeah.
But like, I don't want to get it. I don't want to take it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's annoying when especially when I'm really tired.
まあメイン仕事だからね。
But it's not a complaint, it's just an idea about how to do something better.
It's not, I know
it's
that.
not just food though, it's even organisation or where to keep things.
This is so exactly what he say always, like, no, it's just food, it's just food. But for me, like, yes, but kind of there's a things we dedicate the time for that, so, and then my always told me
どうって聞かれたらどう言えばいい？何言えばいい？なんか本音言えばいい？ちょっとAnd if they ask me how is the food, then what should we answer?
Exactly, I agree with you.
もう本当にね。
嘘つくか。
I mean, for me, I mean, for example, the way you cook steak. Okay, I mean, I don't eat it anymore. Right?
The two roll actually.
Oh yeah.
But you know, I mean, I like pink or red meat. But
I like tataki level.
生
じゃないけど、
まあちょっとだけ。
If we go deeper on that, maybe これなんか塩が足りないということは、もっと深いのことの象徴じゃない？例えば、もし今まで作ってきた関係が、いろんなところで感謝とか足りなかったとか、それは影響がその小さい瞬間に影響があるんじゃない？だから問題が塩が足りないということじゃなくて、もう最初から何かで
起こっていたりするってこと。
あ、そうかもしれない。Did you understand?
So what I'm saying is that if we go a little bit deeper onto the conversation, is it possible that these things of saying like that maybe it needs more salt is just a symptom of something that since the beginning some of the persons in the couple felt like and didn't express it when they had to, and that is a kind of accumulation that led to get a little bit offended for a small comment?
And also that's one of the reason だと思う。それが一つの理由だと思うのね。で、まだ違う理由は私が思うに、the housework, especially cooking, I think I do a lot more, or almost all, and he doesn't do it. And sometimes I wish he could do that. Then I can criticize.
But I do the tidying up, and you.
Yeah, because tidying
and
up.
If I ask you, like, to at least, for example, leaving the plates on the table, then there's only one journey to the area where they will be cleaned. All right. But you know, if I say, you know, leave things on the table and you know, we'll clear them up in a more efficient manner, you don't like that.
Because
I mean, that's my speciality in our sort of domestic relationship is tidying up, right?
Yeah, but compared to cooking, the tidying up is like 1/10 of the effort. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier. So I want you to do a little bit more.
Yeah, but cooking is rewarding, isn't it? Do you not get? Do you not find the creativity rewarding?
Yes, sometimes, but if I cook 3 times a day, it's more like work.
Yeah, where especially you have so many kids. So.
Yeah, but tidying up, cleaning up afterwards at like 11 o'clock at night is always more like work.
Well, you don't have to wait until 11, you know. You can do it, the cleaning, before you watch.
Well, sometimes we have dinner so late, so.
But not 11.
Okay, next time I'm tidying up at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, but I think the problem is, in my case, I cannot think.
No, it's my turn.
No, it's just changing theme. Like, the problem is I cannot think the things divided, like one by one. I mean, okay, so this is a problem, but I just always thinking with connected the past things. So I feel like, again, you know. So even it's just small thing, there is some accumulation. Yeah. So that's why like it's automatically connected with the other bad things. And like I feel like you always like that, you know. This is a bad way, I know that.
Are these really cultural differences though?
I think
that's what I think it's more. I think can have some little stains of cultural difference, but I guess it's more
men and women.
Yeah, roles.
Yeah.
Gender.
I think for us, honestly, I don't think there are many real cultural differences. I mean, there's some. You know, sometimes I walk in and forget to take my shoes off, for example. But we're both, and I think for you as well, we're very international people. Okay, we've travelled a lot. We've lived in different countries, and I think by doing that, you become quite understanding and flexible.
Yeah.
I found it quite difficult to think of answers for this question about cultural differences between us.
No, because there's no. I mean, every couple creates their own ecosystem with their own rules, where they try to.
So if you had a couple getting married and you know, one of the people is very domestically focused and hasn't travelled and isn't very international, I think that might be more difficult.
Yeah.
So you don't have any
Not
arguments or the fight? That's because you're Japanese and you're Spanish.
Maybe not anymore, because it's more of a personality.
Yeah, for us, I think it's not the cultural thing.
Okay. So.
We just argue.
No, I think I noticed we're so childish.
Oh yeah?
Still. And he was really annoyed with me the last couple of days. So he put the toilet seat up deliberately to annoy me.
Okay. Okay.
Do you do that? Do you do that to annoy her?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but
もうなんか
I
かわいそうになって
saying.
きた。で、he said that he doesn't get paid and also that he get like punched by
So
us.
sunback.
ああ、サンダー。
かわいそう、ちょっとかわいそう。
じゃないって。
もう来た、もう動画作りたくない。
たまになんか悲しい時に、何かで悲しい時にもっと起こりやすくなる。
ああ、そう、それは本当に。
だからどうして悲しさが起こりになっちゃうの？し
私のせい
かもなんか支えてくれる人に、もしこの悲しさを誰かに支える必要あるでしょ、支える必要があるでしょ。だからなんか怒らないでその人に小さいことで。ちょっとそこでちょっと我慢か、まあ別の考え方。
いや。
でもまあ難しいところがある整理って結構やばい。
No, he say like
Yeah, saying
when
that,
I
yeah, that sometimes when she's sad for something or ちょっと落ち込んでる、this sadness, it's easier to become anger towards the person that is supposed to support you. So the thing is that,
You
Hi,
too?
hello.
You too?
What do you
Oh,
when you're
sad.
sad or angry? Do you take it out on me? Absolutely.
Yeah, cause me too. With that, sometimes I feel I knew that, but I couldn't change that. You know, I cannot control it because maybe, well, of course, people doesn't have everyday perfect. So sometimes the emotional level or mental level is maybe 50% or 20%, sometimes 100%. So depends on the day. They have different mood, but when I just 30%, my stress resistance level is very low, and if he says something very small things, it's like, you know, and then I get so angry very quickly, and I don't know why, but I can't control that.
imagine しおりげ。
嘘、でもみんな
Surely not.
No.
Yeah.
怒鳴るとこってある？
怒鳴るっていうか、
1年に1回かな。
なんか
1年に1回しかないの？怒鳴る。
怒鳴るって
シャウ
シャウ。
1年に1回、2回かな。
I mean,
いつも私のせいだね。Like she shouts maybe once or twice per year, but it's always my fault.
No, but
Don't you think there's kind of a stereotype that Japanese ladies are, meek and compliant and do what the husband says?
And I don't know if this is in the most of the cases there in Japan. I don't know, but here no.
Well, here no as well.
Yeah.
Well, what does it mean? Can you explain more? I don't understand.
No, he can. Let's not explain.
Yeah.
What? The Japanese people are what?
No, Japanese ladies
Uh-huh.
are, supposed to follow their husbands. This is the sort of image that people have of Japan. That Japanese ladies are they sort of follow more what their husbands say, and the husband is the head of the household, etc., etc.
A long time ago.
Yeah. And nowadays they became like the prime minister of Japan.
Yeah, absolutely.
強くならないといけないから、私たちも。
So you can communicate okay now.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Can you tell us how?
Yeah, please.
No, but I feel very much like he is trying to understand me, even he think it's kind of バカなことちょっと。
I tried to understand not so much the reason why she's angry, because for me I would not be able to connect those dots, but I'm trying to understand that she's feeling anger and that feeling doesn't feel good, and that these feelings sometimes make you say or do things that you really would not do if you were not angry. So I'm trying to understand her through her emotion more than through her reasons. And when you do that, it's a little bit easier to, let's say, get along with the situation.
Wow.
そう、
すごい。
めっちゃ大人になりました。
ありがとう
ございます。
Do you remember you admitted to me once that you deliberately make me angry because it was kind of goes back to what you used to do with your brother.
Yeah, it's like teasing, like this. The me and my brother, we used to like a little bit touch, and he touched me back, and touch and touch me back, and we never stop, and it's become like it's like that.
Yeah.
But he didn't understand because I think you don't have siblings. Yeah, those things that we annoy each other. It's kind of like Lee and Nico does, back of the seat.
Yeah.
Aru, do you have with your brother and sister?
When I was younger with my brother, yes, we would start and...
Yeah.
But
not anymore, no?
No, we're 30 something.
Yeah, we should stop, you know.
You mean physically?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
no, I
Psychological.
and no. Oh, got it. I thought physically.
It's kind of example.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you should give it up, yeah.
I did. Do you think education in Japan? But you don't know, no? Education in Japan.
全くわかんない。
わかんないよね。
まあ厳しいって聞いたんだけど、そしてみんななんかちゃんと綺麗にする。クラスの後これめっちゃいい。
掃除の文化。
そう。
勉強だけじゃなくて、そういうところも
含
んだカリキュラム。
そう、ただ学校に入るためになんか試験は厳しすぎて寝ない人もいて、それはちょっとね。
あれはすごい厳しいと思う。スペインは学校に入るために
まあいるけど。
勉強する？
そう、勉強する。でも、そうなんか日本のやつを見るときにみんな拷問されているみたいな。わかる？わかんない。
どのぐらい勉強する？例えば今アレックス。Your brother, little brother、13歳？
そう。
どのぐらい一日に勉強する？
わからないけど、なんか彼がちゃんとやってるね。結構なんか宿題があるときにちゃんとやって、そう。でもどのぐらいかちょっとわかんない。多分1時間かな。
試験があるときに？
試験？わかんない。ちょっと電話してみよう。全然大丈夫よ。
本当？聞いてみる？
聞いてみるよ。
今。
面白いと思う。だって日本はリアとリコにこの間聞いたら、日本は1教科その試験前に何時間だったかな。すごい時間。
結構勉強する。
学校から終わって4時間だったかな。4時間。4 hours。リアリコ？日本人学校はさ、1日に何時間勉強しなさいって言われるんだっけ？
中2が3時間、中3が、待ってわかんない。
それは試験の前？それとも毎日
？Chavales.
まあそう。
Ostras, ¿y eso qué ha pasado?
まあやってないけど、まあ。
すごいいっぱい。
Ostras, pobrecillo. なんかちょっと熱が出て病院に行ってるみたい。質問が何だったっけ？大丈夫よ。Una pregunta, Ale, que estamos grabando un video de YouTube qua con qualche gente.
Hola, Ale.
¿Tú cuánto studi più o meno quando hai un esame? Quante ore? Ok, grazie, solo era questo. Ciao Ale, mejorate.
Mejorate. すごい、なんかイタリア語で喋る？
なんだっけ？多分スペイン語、イタリア語組み合わせ？そう。
すごいね。
そう。1時間、マックス2時間って言った。
テストの時？
そう。でもあれが結構頭いい。多分学校でよく覚えれる。だからそんな勉強する必要はないけど、まあ私も同じ、わかんない。同じぐらいかな。そう。
すごい。じゃあそんなに変わらない。じゃあ日本人学校は3時間。
そうだね。
でも誰もやらないって言ってた。
そうだね、そうだね。そう。
マルコは大学で今勉強してるのよね。
そうです。
その理由をちょっと教えてください。
はい。私10年間ぐらいそのガイドの仕事をやっているんですけど、 やっぱりこの仕事をするときにもっと知れば知るほどもっと楽しくなる、なんか何かを学ぶときに誰かに伝えたい気持ちがあって、お客さんがこれでもっと学ぶ、喜ぶときに結構好きこれを見るの、ね、あ、役に立ったなって感じることが魂を満たされるなんか深く言うと美術館に入るときに教会に入るときにわからないことが多くて、どうしてこれはこうこれはこう、この人は誰、どうしてこの書き方した、いろいろがあるんだけど、これをもっと知ってたらすごい新しい世界を見つけられる、なんかその新しい世界への扉を開けるみたいな感じで、大学を勉強、なんという私が勉強してること、
美術史。
そうこれ、でこれでこの年になって何が好きかもはっきり分かって、今大学をすごい活かしてる、もし20歳で入ってたら多分そんなに活かしてない気がする、でも今は結構活かしてるから、まあ仕事の関係で始まった、
30歳過ぎて大学で学ぶっていうのは一般的？
まあ一般的ではないね。大学に行くのは20歳の時とか20代の時。でも今そのオンライン大学で私が多分一番若いの一人。そうそうそう。
He's one of the youngest in the online university.
Yes, yes.
That's nice. And another question for you. 一緒に YouTube チャンネルやってたのをしおりちゃんがやるようになったでしょ？
そうです。
で、それについてどう思う？今しおりちゃんがやってることをどう思いますか？
素晴らしい、なんか自然なステップだった
あ、本当？
そうそうそう、だって自分らしくも、作れるし、これで結構楽しめるし、そして動画を作るためにいっぱいなんか勉強していっぱい読んで、で
そうね、すごいそう
でも私は知らないことをいっぱい教えてくれる。これについて読んだけど面白いね。でその後全部集めて動画にして、でバルセロナでたまに声をかけるときに、みんなはいつも同じことを言う。なんか本当にありがとう、めっちゃ役に立ったね、この旅をオーガナイズする、この場所についてもっと知るためにすごい役に立ったよ、動画ありがとうとか、それを見るときに、素晴らしいと思う。
ありがとう。なんかしおりちゃんはバルセロナの紹介の動画とかすごい詳しくね、場所について説明があったりとか、リアとリコも言ってたじゃん。なんかバルセロナツアーをした時にね、しおりちゃんのビデオを先生が見せてくれたっていうぐらいね。
Yeah, and also I got your comment like for Girona video maybe.
Yeah.
And then he wrote me like, oh yeah, we decided to go to Girona because of your video today.
いいね。
そう嬉しいです。
いいね。
だから見てみてくださいね。Yeah, amazing. あと最後ね。日本に住みたいとか思う？
私はバルセロナがいい理由は2つ。家族は近くにいるから。そして私の仕事は結構好き。この2つで。
じゃあ日本に住む予定は今のところは
ない。
そうだね。なんかあんまり考えたことなかったけど。
あったよ。
あった？そっけ？
コロナの前、コロナ
でも住みたいって言ってたよね、前は。
そう。
そう、でもだんだん家族と離れられないっていうのがやっぱあるし、あとはその自分がやりたいことにね、こう考えた時にっていう。
でもシシはどう思う？シシは家族と離れてるでしょ。
そうね。
でもたまにハトバスツアーでやればガイド
何？
日本でガイドをやればスペイン人に。
スペイン人のお客さんか。
ここは浅草です。
まあね、でもこれそう、私は楽しい、なんかこの仕事を楽しめるためにいっぱい勉強しないといけない。だから今はまたゼロから始まることはまあね。
Did you guys have any plan to live there?
Maybe,
yeah.
Oh, when?
I don't know.
When we retired,
No
when we are a little bit older.
I'd quite like to. I mean, I think I would regret if we never lived in Japan.
Oh, yes.
That's true. Never lived in Japan.
No, I was there for 3.5 years.
Yeah.
But
I think in your life, when you retire, maybe when you're 70 or 80,
確かに
once it's
そう
nice
ね、もう
experience.
確かに家族が、まあ、ほとんど死んだとかね、
そういう感じだといいと思う。私も the reason we stay, one of the reason we stayed is his mom in England. She's alone, so if we are in Japan, it's not easy to visit. But yeah.
But Shori, how would you feel if you sort of knew that you would never live in Japan again?
Oh no, they're thinking maybe it's a good idea once
yes.
that like when they become your age.
Wow.
Or 70, or 70, yeah.
Yeah, because now I'm feeling like, okay, so once a year to see my family and friends, it's like, for example, for my grandfathers, like correcting the stamp, right? I don't know, maybe 20 or less than maybe 15 or something, just correcting the stamp, so it's so limited. So I feel like better to stay more with them, maybe like for temporary, like 2 or 3 years with him or not, I don't know, but yeah, it could be nice.
When your parents get older.
Yes.
ね。っていう
そうそう。まあカウントダウンっていう感じも、
でも
おばあちゃんとかはそうやっぱあるじゃん。
でも
そう
なんかでも日本の社会で、今結構スペインの社会で結構慣れているから、
いややばい
日
かな。
本の社会に戻る時はどう思
それも聞きたかった。
Yeah, because I think my personality is completely changed when I'm in Japan. Because if not, I cannot be flexible with people there. So there is the different way they're talking and the different way of thinking. So I need to switch my SIM card. 同じそうでこれがnow I live here for 7 years and I'm feeling like it's slow. It's getting so slow to switch. だからたまにこのチップが切り替わってなくてちょっとまだスペイン人モードのままになっちゃったとかあって働くっていうのを考えたらI need to be very prepared for that because the way of working in Japanese society is very different.
Yeah.
Very, so many detailed things they care about. So.
Do you ever get homesick?
During COVID situation, yes. Because I was only one the foreigner in his family, and then I couldn't communicate with them very nice way, because of my Spanish level was low, and also even I can after can talk with talking in Spanish. Yeah, of course they have another culture, so it means like I cannot share my feeling completely with them. So yeah, that's the case like.
So when you're at home, what language do you use? Do you switch between both or?
Now 50-50 ね。
We do 50-50.
Perfect.
So, から、he talks in Spanish and I reply in Japanese or
the opposite.
Can you communicate perfectly or sometimes you find it difficult to get across what you're saying?
If it gets difficult, we do kind of a mixture or we try to say it in another way, but for example, we never use English or we never use any other language, just with these two, or if there is something complex, maybe ChatGPT, but we never use it.
Yeah, because we use basically only English. I mean, some very basic Japanese, but there are some occasions where we've had disagreements because your understanding of something in English might be slightly different from mine.
At the beginning was like that. At the beginning, when we were using 90% Japanese and 10% Spanish, that happened a lot. The nuances, the small things that change the message. Now also we know each other much more and we can guess the intention of the other person of saying something. だからでもこれあったよね最初。 でも今はほぼないね。
そうだね。そのニュアンスと意図するものが違うっていうね。
そう。
そのニュアンスの意図してるものを感じ取るのがイギリス人はちょっと低いと思う、その能力が。で、わかるよね。イギリス人はごめんね。To get the nuance, I think the English people, their ability is quite low compared to other nationality.
What do you mean?
Because they expect us to speak English to them. They don't really
As a word
try
language.
to learn other language. Well, you do, but there was quite a joke in like TikTok とかで、when you are ordering food in England,You have to speak perfect English so that the waiter or waitress understand, like, you know, can I have a latte and sandwich? They have strong Spanish accent, and the waiter doesn't understand.
Okay.
What? What would you like? Well, excuse me? But here in Spain, the English people try to speak in Spanish.And they try to understand.
Okay.
I mean, Barcelona, we are very used to tourism from all over the world.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the reason that it's so full of people from every single where that even if you go to a small neighborhood, they are ready for making each other understand it.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that if I don't speak perfectly,You don't understand.
Oh yeah.
Me?
I mean, you try. We try to get the idea, even though they are not speaking like perfect Japanese or perfect language.
Well, I mean, I do the same with you. I've lived in 8 different countries, worked in 7, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I can recognize which country somebody is from the English that they use, right? I mean, I can, if I hear a Japanese person speak English, I recognize they're Japanese. If it's a Hong Kong person speaking English, I recognize they're from Hong Kong or Singapore or India, or
Okay, maybe you understand. Your level is a little bit higher than
Thank you
normal.
very much. Well, my English comprehension is all right, is it?
Yeah.
You still thought I was native in English?
No.
Do I have a strong Spanish accent?
I can tell you're from Spain,
Okay.
but that's fine.
Yeah.
I like when accents are felt.
Yeah.
It gives some personality.
Yeah.
Some.
But do you have that problem in London or just in Solihull? I think in London you would. I think it would be less in London.
Yeah.
Because like Barcelona, there's a lot of tourists and people are used to it.
Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's the capital thing, right? And the capital people are more used to that. But maybe where you were.
Yeah, and also most of the waiter or waitress or people working in London, they're not English.
Yeah.
They're maybe Polish.
I mean, for example, when we took the kids to the pub in Alfchurch and June asked the waitress what types of beer they have. And he didn't understand a word of what she said because in England the regional accents are quite strong. So you know, if you study textbook English somewhere and you go to Wolverhampton or Newcastle, you're going to struggle to understand.
Yeah, like when we visited here in Birmingham, I couldn't understand completely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a strong accent, it's like hopping sound, and then, well, yeah. 多分何も注文できないはず。
I mean, even for me, as you know, I grew up in England, but in Newcastle, for example, people have spoken to me and I didn't understand a single word.
OK、ちょっと時間がなくなっちゃうので、はい。じゃあまあこのなんか他になんかなんかありますメッセージがありますか？
世界の平和
なんかマルコ本当に大人になっていい人になってびっくりです。
ありがとうございます。
はい。じゃあ今日はどうもありがとうございました。しおりちゃんとしおりちゃんのチャンネルでも私たちのインタビューがあるので見てくださいね。
ありがとうございます。
ではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイバイ。